Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
With permission of Honorable the Chief Justice, may I hand over the further proceeding to Learned DC Uttar Dinajpur?
Yeah. Well, we'll just wait for the Honorable Minister to join.
Siddharth.
Fine.
He's DM. Uttar Dinajpur.
Yes,
Ah,
joined.
Welcome, Lordship. May I request Learned DC to proceed with this today's event?
Yes, please.
I seek the kind permission of His Lordship, the Honorable Chief Justice, High Court at Calcutta, to get the ball rolling for the program.
Yes.
Momentous occasion for the Judgeship of Uttar Dinajpur, as I stand privileged in the presence of the august gathering of His Lordship, the Honorable Justice T.S. SIVAGNANAM, the Chief Justice, High Court at Calcutta, Honorable Justice Dr. AJOY Kumar MUKHERJEE, Judge, High Court at Calcutta, and Honorable Judge in Charge, Uttar Dinajpur Judgeship, Sri MOLOY GHATAK, Honorable Minister in Charge, Law and Judicial Department, Government of West Bengal, the learned registrars of the Honorable High Court, my fellow judicial officers, distinguished guests, both present virtually and on the physical mode, and staff members of the Uttar Dinajpur Judgeship, members of the bar of both Raiganj and Islampur, to mark the inauguration of the two new courtrooms of the Additional District and Session Judge, Fast Track Court 1 and Additional District and Session Judge, Fast Track Court 2, located in the newly constructed second floor of the three-storied building of Islampur Subdivisional Court Complex. In the annals of history, the region of Uttar Dinajpur was integral to the Pundra Kingdom, which environed parts of modern-day Bengal and Bangladesh. The region also glorified and sanctified its existence in the freedom movement through its active participation in the protest against the colonial rulers. Still in the ruins of the old mansions, another embodiment of archaic architecture, structures of the district, one can listen to the murmur of this bygone era. Since 1st of April 1992, after independence, Uttar Dinajpur became an independent district with two subdivisions, Raiganj and Islampur. The subdivision of Islampur was an integral part of Bihar before the State Reorganization Act 1956. The Islampur subdivision is comprised with two municipalities, Islampur and Dalkhola. District judiciary plays a pivotal role in the justice delivery mechanism, and the Islampur subdivision is also no exception to it. The Islampur subdivisional court is relentlessly and dedicatedly discharging its functions in the dispensation of justice. Presently, the Islampur subdivisional court has got 9 courts, including the court of the Additional District and Session Judge, Fast Track and Second Courts. The proposal for a 3-storied court building of Islampur subdivision was floated and initiated in the year 2000, and the Honorable High Court was pleased to approve the said proposal via Honorable High Court's letter number 3708/Z, dated 14/6/2000. After efflux of some time and on the administrative approval of the government, the construction of the 3-storied building at Islampur commenced in the year 2013, and the new G+1 building got inaugurated on 7th of July 2018. The balance work of the second floor of the building remained stalled for some time. I joined this judgeship in the month of June 2023. I visited Islampur subdivision court soon after my taking charge, and it was noticed by me that the litigants and learned members of the Islampur bar, including other stakeholders, had been facing immense difficulties in attending the two courts of the Additional District and Session Judge Fast Track Court 1 and 2, which were located in the temporary accommodation of the SDO premises, resulting in a huge detriment to the fair justice delivery mechanism and thereby causing problems to all the stakeholders. The accommodation in the SDO premises for running these two courts was too inadequate and unhygienic. After repeated persuasions with the government and the kind intervention of the Honorable High Court under the aegis of His Lordship, the Honorable Chief Justice, High Court at Calcutta, finally the administrative approval for the completion of the remaining part of the construction of the second floor of the building was accorded in the month of July 2023, and finally, with a lot of pain and hard work, qualified by the dedication of the necessary stakeholders, the work of the second floor of the building reached its conclusive mark in the year 2024. This second floor of the building houses the two newly constructed courtrooms of the Additional District and Session Judge Fast Track Court and Fast Track Court 2. The completion of the two new courtrooms fitted with all the modern amenities, including the technical peripherals and especially the video conferring facilities, was duly intimated to the Honorable High Court at Calcutta, and today we are in the pedestal of inauguration of these two courtrooms under the aegis of His Lordship, the Honorable Chief Justice. Indeed, it is a moment of joy and exuberance for all and sundry associated with the justice delivery mechanism of Uttar Dinajpur Judgeship. The addition of these two new courtrooms to me will significantly augment and enhance our capacity to deliver comprehensive and meaningful justice to the society as we strive to uphold the rule of law and protect the rights of the citizens. The new facilities attached to the courtrooms will surely help the learned lawyers, litigants, law clerks, and the other stakeholders in all respects. Last but not the least, with the kind permission of His Lordship, once again, the Honorable Chief Justice, High Court at Calcutta, I want to apprise that this building has a provision for installation of lift, and I am very much delighted to announce here that with the kind permission of His Lordship, the installation of the lift will be done shortly, since we have already procured the estimates from the PWD authorities, both civil as well as electrical, and the same are in the way of being communicated to the government through the Honorable High Court. Once again, I welcome all the dignitaries present here and end the while of my speech here. Thank you, my Lord. Now, I seek the kind permission of the Honorable Chief Justice to light the ceremonial lamp, unveil the inaugural plate, and cut the ribbon of the two new courtrooms on behalf of His Lordship.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Now, I earnestly request His Lordship, the Honorable Chief Justice, High Court at Calcutta, to kindly address this inaugural ceremony.
Respected Honorable MUKHERJEE, Uttar Dinajpur District, so the Calcutta High Court who have joined on the virtual mode, Honorable Minister in Charge, Law and Judicial Department, Government of West Bengal, Shri MOLOY GHATAK, the Learned Registrar General and the other Learned Registrars of the High Court, Mr. Siddhartha Kanjilal, Principal Secretary, Judicial Department, Mr. Partha Pratim Chakravarti, the Learned District and Sessions Judge, the Learned Additional District Judges and other Learned Judges and Learned Magistrates of Islampur Subdivision, as well as District Sadar at Raiganj, the President and Secretary of the Subdivisional Bar Association, as well as the President and Secretary of the Uttar Dinajpur District Bar Association, learned members of the bar, the Learned District Magistrate, Uttar Dinajpur, special invitees, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. Indeed, it's a great privilege and a proud moment given to me by Justice Dr. Mukherjee, as well as the Learned District and Session Judge, Uttar Dinajpur, to inaugurate the two new courtrooms built in the existing court complex. For me, it was a matter of surprise that the proposal which took birth in the year 2000 had ultimately seen the light of the day after nearly 24 years. As the famous adage goes, better late than never. With the untiring efforts of the Honorable Justice Mukherjee and the learned district judge, and the kind cooperation of the Honorable Minister in charge, this has become a reality today, and we have been able to inaugurate the 2 new courtrooms. The learned district judge had vividly presented the history of the Uttar Dinajpur district, which took birth on the 1st of April 1992, and as to how the people of the district contributed to the freedom struggle. It is of utmost importance that our judges function in a congenial atmosphere with adequate facilities. Hitherto, the 2 courts were functioning in accommodation shared with the other government offices, which may not augur well. But nonetheless, today, it has become a reality, and the 2 courts which are already functioning will be accommodated in the new courtrooms, namely the courts of the Additional Districts and Session Judge, Fast Track 1, and Additional Districts and Session Judge, Fast Track number 2. As pointed out by the learned district judge, a lot of groundwork and homework had to be done to make this event a reality today. As mentioned by the learned district judge, the building has got facility for installing a lift, for which I would request the Honorable Minister to grant administrative approval, financial approval, not only stopping with that, including disbursement of funds so that the lift can be installed. It serves 2 purposes. In fact, the NCMS, the National Court Management System, has a prototype for putting up courtrooms. In fact, on this Saturday, I was in Delhi attending a conference which was organized by the Honorable Chief Justice of India, wherein this issue cropped up. So on representing the High Court at Calcutta, I said, our district judiciary faces severe space crunch. So therefore, the yardstick which is applied pan-India cannot be applied in the state of West Bengal, and therefore some relaxation has to be granted. For which the senior judges of the Honorable Supreme Court suggested that probably the size of the courtrooms, the size of the court building may not be as per the norms prescribed in the NCMS recommendation. Nonetheless, the facilities have to be provided, more particularly clean washrooms for the litigants, for the learned judges who are functioning in the judgeship, as well as washroom facilities for the differently abled, and ramp facilities so that people who are wheelchair bound would be able to access the courtrooms very freely. So I'm sure this will happen very soon, and the Honorable Minister will take utmost, consider this of utmost importance and do whatever is necessary to make the building a state-of-art facility. I have also been informed that the 2 new courtrooms are equipped with modern technology like video conferencing facility and have a spacious ambience, and it has been completed in a record time of 10 to 11 months after the receipt of the administrative approval and allotment of funds. The short span of time within which the 2 courtrooms have become a reality will show that if there is a will, there is a way. And I am sure that Honorable Minister in charge, who is also a member of the Calcutta Bar, will definitely prioritize our requirements, because a robust district judiciary is the backbone of the entire judicial system. Very recently, I had pointed out that our districts are suffering on account of non-sanction of office expenses. It had been reported by one of the learned district judges that the members of the bar have contributed and they are purchasing paper and printer cartridges. And not stopping with that, they are threatening the department in the district judiciary that out of the paper given by them, the orders and judgments in which cases they appeared should be printed out first. So this I had highlighted, and I also brought it to the notice of the Principal Secretary Judicial Department, because unless the funds are sanctioned, it becomes very, very difficult and embarrassing for the entire district judiciary to virtually go with the begging bowl to the members of the bar. Very often I have been earlier informed that the learned judges of the district judiciary contribute their personal funds for meeting office expenses. One more appeal to the Honorable Minister is that in several district court complexes, generators have been installed, but there has been no sanction for fuel as well as generator operator. In fact, I had witnessed them in especially in Barasat, North 24 Parganas, and the generator is lying idle at times, because during summer season it becomes very difficult, very, very difficult. And at a time, many a times the judges of the district judiciary once again contribute their personal funds for the purpose of purchasing fuel to run the generator. But however, the company which installed the generator says that there should be a full-time generator operator, full-time in the sense he should be available near the generator when the generator is in operation, as there is a likelihood of some hazard taking place. This also I bring to the kind notice of the Honorable Minister, so that effective steps can be taken to redeem the problems faced with the district judiciary. I also take this opportunity to thank the Honorable Chief Minister for sanction of funds, and once again appeal to Honorable Madam for sanction of the necessary funds for the district judiciary in the state of West Bengal, so that our courts can function seamlessly and our judges are also able to work in a very congenial atmosphere, and the members of the bar also are not put to inconvenience. I once again thank the Honorable Minister in charge for taking time and participating in this function. My sincere thanks are to Honorable Justice Dr. Ajay Kumar Mukherjee, Judge in charge, for this opportunity, the learned district judge, Mr. Chakravarti, all other learned judges of the judgeship, and the learned senior and junior members of the bar, the president and secretaries of the various associations. I'm sure the members of the bar will put to use the 2 new courtrooms in a proper manner, and I appeal to each member of the bar that the court complexes are a home away from home. Most of the learned lawyers from morning 10 at least from 10 a.m. till about 7 p.m. for 5 days in a week, of course 6 days on the first week and the third week, they are here. So they spend more time in the court complexes than in their residence. So therefore, if it is a home away from home, my sincere request to the learned members of the bar that the court complexes should be maintained in a neat and hygienic manner, free from encroachments. This is a common feature I found across the state of West Bengal, which I have not seen in any other state, where the learned members of the bar have encroached on common areas, on corridors, on parking spaces reserved for learned judges, etc., causing a lot of inconvenience. I'm sure the learned district magistrate Uttar Dinajpur was joined us. She appears to be a young and vibrant officer. He will extend his excellent support. I have traveled the state of West Bengal, and I have found that the district magistrates and the Subunda police do extend their fullest cooperation to the learned district judges. Whenever a meeting is called for by the learned district judge, I would request the district magistrate to participate in the meeting. In case he is not available, one senior officer from the district administration should be present. And these meetings can be on a regular basis, on a monthly basis. If suppose the district administration faces some difficulty, that can be discussed with the district judge and vice versa. And it may appear to the district administration that wants of the district judiciary may be very minuscule problem. But then, sir, you need to appreciate, suppose the washrooms are not clean, you can issue a direction to the Public Works Department to clean up this place. And in some places, there are no separate washrooms for the ladies, that is lady lawyers, lady litigants. Apart from that, our lady judicial officers. These issues, if highlighted by the learned district judge, I am sure the district magistrate will prioritize this, and also sanction necessary funds, and also appoint one officer to monitor the work. Because at times, when the tender is floated and awarded to a successful bidder, the very little is done by the administration. Unless your officer inspects, the fear in the contractor will not be there, because he is empaneled contractor. There may be several works he may be doing in the district administration. And one officer on a weekly basis, if he can come and inspect, a surprise inspection, preferably, definitely things will change. And I'm sure with the cooperation and one and all, the learned district judge, as well as the learned judges of the entire district, as well as the Sadar, will have comfortable courtrooms, and they can very efficiently discharge the function. In fact, I was going through the statistics. Though these courts were functioning elsewhere, sharing space with the officers of the various administration, their disposal rate is excellent. On Saturday's conference in Delhi, in Supreme Court, they showed statistics. And I am proud to say that in the state of West Bengal, despite the lack of adequate facilities, I cautiously use the word adequate facilities, compared to the other states, our judges are performing. Our judges are performing. The number of cases now, the arrears committee has taken up the matter. First, they have, now we are in phase 2. By phase 3, we will be able to show results, and all the old cases will be disposed of. And wherever the state is the litigant in the district judiciary, I would request the district magistrate or the concerned department of the district administration to nominate one officer, meet the government pleader, or meet the public prosecutor, prioritize those cases. See, many a times, the district administration or the state suffers an order on account of not promptly attending to the matter, not responding to the court notices. By default, orders are being passed. So therefore, wherever the district administration or the BLLRO is made as a party, they should take matters with the utmost seriousness. In fact, when I was there in my parent high court, I flagged this issue in a meeting chaired by the chief secretary and all other secretaries and the honorable law minister of the state of Tamil Nadu. And immediately a cadre was created in all the districts where he is called as PA to collector legal, PA legal. So he has got a law qualification, and he has been drawn from some other department, and his only job is to monitor the litigation. So as a result of which, ex parte orders were avoided, the affidavits in opposition, the written statements were filed promptly, and the state was duly represented. So with this word, I thank everyone for this wonderful opportunity, and I congratulate the learned district judge and all the learned judges in the district of Uttar Dinajpur for happy judging and using the court premises to the utmost, and also good wishes to the learned members of the bar and the Honorable Minister in charge. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Lordship. We are deeply moved by His Lordship's kind and valuable words. The Judgeship of Uttar Dinajpur will surely comply as per the roadmap direction and the structured instructions and advice of the Honorable Chief Justice, High Court, Calcutta. Now I request MOLOY GHATAK, Honorable Minister in charge, Law and Judicial Department, Government of West Bengal, to kindly address the ceremony.
Thank you, sir. The Honorable Justice, Mr. T.S. SIVAGNANAM, the Honorable Chief Justice, High Court at Calcutta, the Honorable Justice Dr. AJOY Kumar Mukherjee, Honorable Judge, High Court at Calcutta, and the Zonal Judge in charge of Uttar Dinajpur, Principal Secretary, Judicial Department, the District Judge of Uttar Dinajpur, the other judges of the Calcutta High Court, as well as of the District of Uttar Dinajpur, the President and Secretary of the Bar Association of Uttar Dinajpur District, as well as Islampur Subdivision. I feel privileged to remain present today on this occasion of inaugural ceremony of the newly created Additional District and Sessions Judge Fast Track Court and the Additional District and Sessions Judge Second Track Court at Islampur, Uttar Dinajpur. Islampur Subdivision is an administrative subdivision of Uttar Dinajpur District in the state of West Bengal. It is the headquarters of Islampur town. The subdivision has 5 community development blocks, 5 police stations, 5 panchayat samitis, 59 gram panchayats, 757 maujas, 730 inhabited villages, 2 municipalities, and 2 census towns, Chopra and Islampur, Gopalpukur and Gopalpukur 2, the Korondigi are the 5 community development blocks, Islampur and Dalkola are the municipalities, and Chopra and Haskonda are the census towns in the subdivision of Islampur under jurisdiction of this court. My lord, after coming to the power in the 2011, our Honorable Chief Minister, under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee, has been providing first governance and prompt delivery of various benefits to the citizens, as well as regarding the speedy justice to the litigants by creation of newly districts and subdivisions, and establishment of district courts at Paschim Bardhaman, Jhargram, Kalimpong, and Alipurduar, and newly construction of different court buildings and quarters of the judicial officers. My lord, for the construction of the subdivisional court building at Islampur, newly created additional district judge court, special court, an amount of 82,73,000 plus only was released. Furthermore, an amount of 11,14,000 was also released for the SITC of land connection. LED smart display and CCTV in the Islampur new court building, 2nd floor, in the district of Uttar Dinajpur. Moreover, for the construction of new court rooms in the rank of ADJ at the 1st floor of the existing fast track court building of the district court complex at Uttar Dinajpur Judgeship, an amount of rupees 1 crore 2 lakhs were also been released. My lord, during this short span of time, my lord inaugurated the district court building at Alipurduar, Jhargram. Paschim Bardhaman was inaugurated earlier, but the construction of the inauguration of the Malda district court was also done recently. The subdivisional courts at Bonga, Bolpur, and Buniadpur, Daton, Domkal, Amta, Barakpur, and Kharagpur were also inaugurated recently. The subdivisional court at Durgapur is also almost ready for inauguration, my lord. And the advices given today, my lord, I will ask my judicial secretary to take up the issue immediately. And my lord, we will sit together and see that all these problems can be solved at the earliest. And my lord, I express my deepest and sincerest gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee, for her tireless efforts for rendering speedy justice to the litigants. I express my gratitude and sincere thanks to the Honorable Chief Justice and the Honorable Judges of Calcutta High Court for being present today and making the program a grand success. I also express my thanks to the learned District Judge of Uttar Dinajpur for his uttering efforts and regard to the inauguration of the newly created additional District and Sessions Judge Fast Track Court and the additional District and Sessions Judge Second Track Court at Islampur, Uttar Dinajpur. Thank you, my lord. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity for giving my views in this connection in the inaugural ceremony of the Uttar Dinajpur court building. Thank you. Thank you very much.
We thank once again the Honorable Minister in charge, Law and Judicial Department for his invaluable words. And we hope to build a strong bonding between the government and the district judiciary so that we can move ahead our district judgeship in the future days to come. Now it's time for the virtual round of the two new courtrooms. The registered IT team of the Honorable High Court is requested to kindly play the virtual room.
The district judiciary is the cornerstone of the justice delivery system, serving as the primary defense against injustice. The Uttar Dinajpur Judicial District, one of 26 such districts in West Bengal, includes the Islampur Subdivisional Court, which plays a vital role in administering justice at the local level. Despite being one of the least developed districts in the state, Uttar Dinajpur is actively driving infrastructure growth to secure brighter future. Islampur, located at 26 degrees 16 and 88 degrees 12 is a significant area comprising 2 municipalities and 5 community development blocks, with a substantial population of 1,337,239. The region has seen recent infrastructure development, including the inauguration of a newly constructed court building on July 7, 2018. Notably, the newly constructed rooms of fast-track courts are situated on the second floor of this building. This is the newly constructed 3-storied court building. This is the entrance of learned presiding officers. This is the entrance of litigants and lawyers. This is the corridor of the newly constructed fast-track courts, at the second floor of the building, equipped with modern fire extinguisher. This is the Ijlash of newly constructed fast-track first court. This is the chamber of the presiding officer of fast-track first court. This is the Ijlash of newly constructed fast-track second court. This is the chamber of the presiding officer of fast-track second court. The functionalization of those courts, of the additional district and sessions judge fast-track first, and the additional district and sessions judge fast-track second, in those newly constructed courtrooms, having a cutting-edge justice delivery system, with all necessary modern technological equipments, as befitting of a model court, which creates an ideal working ambience, shall surely enhance the disposal of the cases, in accordance with the needs of the litigants, fulfilling the meaningful objective in dispensing justice. This was the virtual roaming of the new courtrooms of Fast Track First Court and Fast Track Second Court at Islampur, Uttar Dinajpur. Thanks for watching.
Now I earnestly request Honorable Justice Dr. AJOY Kumar MUKHERJEE, Judge Honorable High Court at Calcutta, and the Honorable Judge in charge, Uttar Dinajpur Judgeship, kindly deliver the thanks of today's program.
A very good morning to extend my gratitude to Honorable the Chief Justice for gracing this occasion. Said the inauguration of the 2 new courtrooms of the additional district and session judge Fast Track Court 1 and additional district and session judge Fast Track Court 2 at Islampur subdivision at the court complex marks a significant milestone in our journey towards providing justice to the public at large. Before I begin my vote of thanks, I would like to mention here that being the judge in charge of this district, I am well versed in all the pressing impediments in the route of delivering justice seamlessly. Out of this issue, the lodging of fast-track courts of the Islampur subdivision in the SDO premises in our court complex was most demanding one since 2000. It was in 2023 when the Honorable Chief Justice, present Chief Justice, took over the office. After that, the stalled balance work of the second floor of the three-storied court building at Islampur got its administrative approval from the government after repeated urges. On this occasion, I would also like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Minister in charge, Law and Judicial Department, Government of West Bengal, Mr. MOLOY GHATAK, for providing financial and other logistic supports. I would also like to express my appreciation to our esteemed guests, dignitaries, and colleagues. I thank all for joining us on this momentous occasion. Your presence is a testament to the importance of this milestone and the impact it will have on our community. I would also like to acknowledge the tireless efforts of our staff, architects, engineers, construction workers who have worked diligently to bring this project in reality. Your hard work and dedication are truly appreciated. Since Principal Secretary Judicial Department and Minister in charge is also present, I would like to take the opportunity to state that there are a few pending works which are required to be completed on an urgent basis, like construction of corridor interconnecting the two court buildings within the court complex of Raiganj, construction of judicial quarters at Raiganj, and in Islampur, the hiring of generator as per government GO, the identification of land for judicial quarter, for construction of judicial quarters, the lift, as we have just learned that it is in the process, and to make it expedite, the setting up of a medical unit in the Islampur subdivision is also need of the hour. And one more proposal is that whether Court of Civil Judge Junior Division can be housed in the same building at Islampur. Please take note of these projects, and I'd be thankful if it can be expedited. At the beginning of this new chapter, let us remain committed to upholding the principles of justice, equity, and fairness. May this new building serve as a symbol of our unwavering commitment to serve to our community. I would also like to thank once again to our Chief Justice for his erudite speech and insightful leadership. I would like to express gratitude to Secretary Judicial Department, Mr. Kanjilal, the District Magistrate who is also present here, and I would also like to thank Mr. Ghatak, Mr. Minister in charge, learned District Judge, judicial officers, members of the bar, members of our registry, law clerks, esteemed guests, dignitaries, and our IT team. Thank you all once again, and may we continue to work together with the pending works. Thank you all.
We are deeply moved and obliged by the valuable words of His Lordship, the Honorable Judge in charge, Uttar Dinajpur Judgeship. Now, with the kind permission of the Honorable Chief Justice,
High Court, Calcutta, may we end the program with the national anthem. I would request everyone present in this audience gathering to kindly rise for the national anthem.
Yes.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I now request your Lordship, the Honorable Chief Justice, to kindly close the program for the day.
Yes, please.
চলো আচ্ছা সবাইকে অ্যানাউন্স করে বলি ইসলামপুর শহরে আচ্ছা সব দিয়ে দিই